Hello, the ladies are in the conversation room once again. My name is Nike and I have lovely ladies in the house. I'll leave them to introduce themselves.
My name is Mariam Gamble.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekiba. Chinwe here.
And I'm Dr. Mrs. Jennifer Bremer. Nice to be here today.
Dr. B for short.
Yes, Dr. B for short.
Yes,
thanks, Nike, for reminding me. Everybody's Dr. B for short. Don't forget that.
Dr. B is a house favorite in the conversation room, and she's here to, expose some myths about feminine hygiene. Feminine hygiene, that's our topic today in the conversation room. Dr. B, we'll start with you. I understand there's been a lot of feedback since the last time you were here.
My goodness, you know that people are so hungry for information. And even if we are at the era or the century where information is, at the click, just at the click of a finger, people still need to hear it from professionals or from people who are experts or people who know what they're talking about. Because when you go on social media or even if you go on regular, go on Google something, you're not very sure if what they're talking about is true. And so yes, I got a lot of feedback. People wanted to know more about oral hygiene, about how to take care of the female parts, about how to take care of the hair. What I wanted to talk about, taking care of your mouth, making sure it smells nice and all of that. Even someone asked me, can you please tell me again how to tell someone else that they have this? And so I even did some more research and I even found out one or two things that we did not mention on the show.
Oh wow.
How, so oral hygiene can be as a result of some inherent disease that we do not even know about. And I sent the link to them and they were so grateful. And I said at the end of the mail, please share to as many people as you want to. And they were quite grateful. And I'm so happy that our show, is touching lives and making a big difference.
Fantastic.
So please keep watching.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So would you say more of the men are watching conversations or the women?
Funny enough, I got most questions from men.
Imagine that.
Ladies, where are you? Wake up.
Talk to us about feminine hygiene, Dr.
Okay,
B.
yes, feminine hygiene is a subject that I'm very passionate about.
Great.
And I'm passionate about it because it's we are women and we need to smell nice.
Sure.
We need to look good. But we do not want to just look good. We want to be healthy with it. And so we talked about hygiene the other time. And we told our audience that, and we told ourselves that hygiene is that group of practices that we carry out to promote health and well-being and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Like taking care of your environment, making sure you don't have litter everywhere, making sure that the toilet is clean, the dustbin is not in the kitchen overnight so that you don't encourage rodents and cockroaches to start breeding and all of that. Yeah. Now when it comes to feminine hygiene, with that, the definition is the same thing. But now we're going to be talking about specific feminine parts. And of course, I told someone the other day that I was watching a program and surprisingly, a pop star, Monica, looked at her feminine part and called it or christened it Patricia. She christened her feminine part. You know the feminine part I mean? That very private feminine part. She said it's called Patricia. And she takes really good care of Patricia. And everybody was like, oh my goodness. But it's a nice name to call it. To call it Patricia, especially when you're talking on a public show, a daytime show.
Of course.
So that kids will not be too embarrassed. Parents will be able to learn and listen. Listen and learn, as the case may be. So, for this show, if you do not mind, we will adopt that word Patricia.
Patricia, fantastic.
Patricia means our feminine part, the most private part of our femininity. And that organ or that part of our body that makes us women. So we're christening it Patricia.
Great.
Now, before we come to take good care of Patricia, we're going to start from the top. Our hair is our crowning jewel. Even the Bible says it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take care of the hair before we go to any part of the body. Okay. We did talk about hair the last time. And we talked about women who wear weaves and who wear wigs and who just carry their natural hair and how they should take care of it to make sure it doesn't smell. And I remember Rakiba said something about a man complaining that his wife's hair was smelling. Rather than talk to the wife, he spoke to a colleague at work and we all agreed that was wrong.
Yes.
That is wrong. Men, if your wife's hair is smelling, please, you married her, she's your baby, talk to her.
Right.
Tell her, darling, it's time to take this off. She will do that. She may be too busy, but one weekend, a Friday or Saturday, even if you have to help her or grab her by that head and take her to the side and let her take it off so that you can have some peace, okay?
Yeah.
So we talked about the kind of lifestyle that the woman who's got that particular hair lives. Is she active, always going to the gym? What kind of scalp does she have? Is it the dry itchy one, is it the oily one, and all of that? So all of that will factor into how you take care of your hair. And then we didn't mention the wigs that have taken over the world. You know, if you wear wigs, it's even easier for you. You just pull and change, wash your natural hair, air dry or blow dry, and you go your way, and hopefully it's smelling nice. So you do not want dandruff in there, you do not want lice in there, you do not want it to be all tangled up and smelling. Now if you use products like dye, all the different colors we have, the black one, the grey one, the red one, whatever you use, be sure to read the label, because I've noticed that a lot of us do not read labels. You do not read instructions, you just jump into something and you start, and then they start telling you that, oh, your scalp is burnt, so then you could have prevented that. So that is part of feminine hygiene. Take good care of your hair. It depends on your lifestyle. I will not tell you let the wig last, or let the weave or the braid last for 10 weeks or 3 weeks. It depends on your lifestyle. If you're a sporty person, you know you cannot allow that wig or weave on to last 2 to 3 weeks. You need to take it out. If you're someone that works in an air-conditioned office, from your house air-conditioned room, air-conditioned car, air-conditioned walk and back, and that is your lifestyle from January to December, you can afford to keep yours for a little longer, because it's not exposed to heat. And you know what happens when you expose your hair to heat? It starts smelling because it will sweat. Okay, and then change it as often as possible. Switch up your style, just look beautiful. Now let's come to our face. Our face, we're all looking very beautiful with one form of makeup on or the other. The gravest mistake any of us can make is to go to bed with our makeup on. With our makeup on, we're just going to give the natural occurring bacteria an opportunity to feast on your face. And when you wake up in the morning, don't be surprised to see the breakouts. Don't be surprised, because you caused it. For me, one time, I was so tired. I had a hectic day. You know, I said we'll come to that. If you're so tired you cannot have a full bath, please wash Patricia at least. Wipe off your makeup and go to bed. I just did a hush job on my face. Of course, I don't joke with Patricia. I gave her her own, and I went to bed. The next day, my lower lid started to ache. Then I had a furuncle that is even still there right now. So it's taking its time to go. So that is what I don't want to happen to you. Wipe your face, wash your face, water and soap. Now that it's the Harmattan season, when you wash your face with water and soap and you use your wipe, please, if your lotion does not have enough oil base, your moisturizer does not have enough oil base, go and buy baby oil and add it there. Buy Vaseline, the most popular Harmattan cream, and use so that you don't start cracking up. Okay, now that's for our face. We take very good care of our face. Of course, our mouth, we exhausted that the last time, so we'll leave that be. Our armpits, very important. How many of us keep hair under the armpits? I do not. I don't.
I do not.
As far as I'm concerned, women are not supposed to, because it attracts bad odor, because it traps sweat in there. And you know, we are used to wearing a lot of clothes that will show our underarms, and I do not think anybody would consider that beautiful. That's my opinion. But some people will tell you that they keep it clean, they comb it, they moisturize it, they give it all the perfume it needs, because I mean, out there you have all sorts of products to help you look good and smell good. But for me, and I'll advise my friends out there and my friends right here, shave as often as you can. Use whatever works for you. You can use the wax, you can use the shaving stick, you can use the
shaving powder.
You can use the shaving powder. Just keep it clean, and then use your deodorant to prevent sweating, because sweating is actually what makes us smell. Yes, to prevent sweating, and then you take it from there. Now the next part, which is coming a bit to the intimate part, is our breasts. We can say breasts on national television. Yes, because men have breasts, women have breasts. So we're talking about the breasts. Do you know that a lot of people do not take proper care or give their breasts additional care? If you don't mind, can you tell us your breast care regimen?
I don't even know where to start from. In the morning when I go to have my bath, take my bath, moisturize, and then wear my bra, which I... Did
you see how fast that was? A lot of people do not take time. When they get to the breast region, you wash it properly. You even give it a kiss if you can. You raise it up, wash underneath. Because for some of us who are breastfed, it's not as, standing. Let's use the word. It's not as perky as it used to be. So you need to, even for people who have not given birth, their breast is a bit saggy because gravity will work.
Yes.
So you take it a little, you take it up, you give it an extra wash. Give it an extra wash. You go to the nipple and you give it an extra wash. And then people do not know that it is not every cream that you rub on your body that you rub on your breast.
Oh wow.
Because a lot of creams that have hydroquinone, that is the toning effect. Don't put it on your breast. Because studies have shown that it is linked to
cancer.
It is cancerous or carcinogenic. It has carcinogenic properties, especially for this breast organ. I mean, this
is very sensitive.
That's sensitive. So what did we say? Spend a little extra time washing your breasts. Don't just go and run out of there. This is feminine hygiene we're talking about. So you wash your breasts, give them a little extra wash, lift them up, rub.
Okay.
Now, while you're doing that, there's something important that you must do also. You use that moment that you're having a bath, especially before your period and a few days after your period, to really observe your breasts. Okay? You look at the skin of the breasts. Try to see if there's anything going on that is not there before. Does it look like the skin of an orange? It's called the pure orange skin. Do you have a pimple that has appeared that is not healing? It's itchy, it's dried, it's just like an open sore. It's painful. Do you have sharp pain going in and out when you're not even expecting it? Is there anything coming out of the nipple? Is it whitish? Is it colorless? Is it bloody? Is it dark brown? That is the time that you use to check all of that out when you're having a bath. And then you palpate. You touch, you examine. It's called breast self-examination. Check for lumps, because that is one of the early signs of breast cancer. So we have talked about washing, giving a good wash, examining the breast, palpating, and just looking at it. And then I've talked about the kind of cream you should not rub on it. The kind of cream that you should rub on it is something like baby oil, something like Vaseline. And do you know that there's special exercise you can do on your breast to help it stay perky? To help it stay perky, if you do not want to have breast augmentation in the future. Because a lot of Nigerians, they wait to finish having their babies before they go for breast augmentation. That is people who are enlightened enough, who care. In the developed countries, they don't care. They have one baby, they go and do something. They have another baby, they go and do something. They keep going back and going back. Even the doctors will say, you need to stop. Come back when you're done with your babies. So that way you know that the next time we see you will be in 10 years. Because most breast implants are reviewed after every 10 years. Especially if you're not having any problems with them. Alright, so that is for the breast. And now we're going down.
Patricia.
But before we get to Patricia, we're going to stop at
the navel.
The navel. Okay. So a lot of people do not know that you actually need to wash that part.
Yes, you do.
Now, when you get home, for some of us that do not know, you need to wash your navel. Put your nose there. You put your finger in there
and then smell it.
And smell it. You will almost faint. I'm telling you, you will almost faint. So that is another part of the feminine body that needs additional attention. Now you wash it as much as you can. Of course, it's a very sensitive area, so you do not want to hurt yourself. So do gentle washing. When you're done with your gentle washing, of course with the regular soap and the sponge you're using, don't sponge yourself so hard you start to tingle, please. Because when it starts to hurt, it hurts for quite a bit. Yes. Because it's very sensitive. Remember, that is where the placenta came out from. I mean the umbilical cord, sorry. The umbilical cord, okay? So now, when you finish washing with soap and water, still use, what is it called? Methylated spirit with cotton wool. Or use your Dettol.
Really? Every day?
Now. Use your antiseptic.
Okay.
Use your antiseptic and just give it a gentle wipe. Now when you do that, you'll see that it's still dirty.
How often are you supposed to do that?
At least once a week. You once a week with the antiseptic. And the
I thought it's only for babies that they do that.
Once a week for the cotton wool, but every day for the regular having a bath. Because when you sweat and the sweat is dripping from your body, it goes in there
and it stays.
It goes in there and it stays, and that is what smells.
Especially for those that have the
inverted ones.
So that's the word of.
So now you do that once a week, and then when you have your regular bath, just do the normal washing and dry it off. Okay. Now before we get to Patricia, we're going to go to the back of Patricia.
Okay.
What are we going to call that one? Trisha part.
Trish.
The buttocks. Let's go to the buttocks.
Okay.
Now you see the cleft of the buttocks, the top. Have you ever put your hand in there after a long day?
What? I don't understand what you're saying.
The right butt cheek, the left butt cheek, and then the cleft in the middle.
Okay.
Now you sweat and it goes down your back.
Yes.
Especially after a workout. Okay, let's give a better scenario. You woke up in the morning, you took a 1 hour walk, then you went to the gym, you know, worked out again for like an hour. Then you looked at the time, oh, I still need to get to the market before the sun comes up. You go to a fruit market, you buy some things, and then you go home. It's time to have a bath. Then maybe you're squatting down to remove your dress or something, and you just say, something's itching you there. And then you put your hand, the cleft. Bring your hand out. What are you going to see?
Dirt.
You're going to see dirt. The same dirt that you see in the navel. You're going to find it right there. And then mothers, when you're giving your kids a bath,
Yes.
when you put your hand there, you see what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Because for me, I already know this thing. So when I'm giving my kids a bath after they're back from school, I'm washing. And before I even go to Patricia, I'm washing that part. Before I even go to the anal area. So don't think it's only the anal area that you need to wash. The anal area is where the poop, the dump, number 2, fecal matter comes out from. Before the fecal matter area, before the anal orifice, you have the cleft.
Yes.
Collects dirt too.
Wow.
So you give it a proper wash. And then you wash the anal orifice. Good, now we've come to Patricia. Of course, we know that when we wipe after taking a dump, after pooping, when we wipe from front to back. Because you also peed. So you're cleaning the pee and you're cleaning the fecal matter out. So we need to teach our kids that, because there are kids, they don't know. They clean from back to front.
I'm glad
they
you said
contaminate the vaginal area.
Yeah.
And they start to have vaginal discharge, vaginosis, from the bacteria in the pee, in the poop of the fecal matter. So we need to teach them how to take care of that. Okay, now we are at Patricia. Welcome, Patricia.
Hello. Drum roll.
In case you're wondering who Patricia is, you're just joining the show. Patricia is your feminine bit. It's your VV. It's your VJJ. This is national television. This is a daytime show. We cannot call it its actual name. So it's called Patricia for the purposes of this show. Remember, we're talking about feminine hygiene. Okay. Now, how do we take care of Patricia? The first thing we do for women who do not want to leave their Patricia hair or their pubic hair is to shave your pubic hair. You can shave your pubic hair once a week, once a month, once in 3 days, depending on how hairy you are and how you like it. For me, I shave once a week. I do not like the pubic hair at all. As I'm shaving my armpits every 3-4 days, I'm shaving Patricia every 1 week. Because I like it clean and nice, just like a baby's. Okay? And this has nothing to do with my husband's preference, it's my preference. Okay, now I shave Patricia. I will advise you to do the same. Why? It traps sweat, it traps dust, and it stinks, and we do not want that. Especially, okay, for some people who like their pubic hair, they can let it be, because like I said earlier, we have all sorts of products out there that makes Patricia smell good. Now, for people who like to shave only during their period, that is a fantastic idea too, because you do not want to give Patricia any extra hassle. Blood clots hanging here and there, difficulty in washing, and stains and all of that. So for me, I shave and I moisturize. Sometimes I even use antiperspirant on there, and I have a special perfume to put on there.
Is that safe?
And then, well, it's safe because if I put it in here, it's part of my body, it's safe. Because just water alone, whether it's warm, hot, or lukewarm or cold, is not enough to keep Patricia clean.
But what kind of soap?
For me, that's a very fantastic question. What kind of soap? Natural, non-antiseptic soap.
Alright.
Yes, like baby soap.
Okay.
That is what I use. Baby soap to wash Patricia.
This is Conversations on NTA. Dr. V is in the house and the ladies, and we'll be right back.
When there's a child out there that's not getting the same that your own child is getting, the difference will tell, and there will come a time in the society where that child is going to take his pound of flesh.
Where you can actually, everything from watching a program with the child, you can start up the conversation from something on the TV and say, oh, you know.
For me, it's like, hurry up with this business. And the other one said, Auntie, it's not about me, it's about the guys, they're not ready to marry.
Yes. If she wants to ask something, no, I know my mother very well. In fact, the most interesting one is when I put up pictures on WhatsApp, you know, Snapchat filters and all that, she will call me, remove that picture. There was a day I got tired of all that and I said,
The ladies are still conversing here in the conversation room, and Dr. B is in the house telling us about how to take care of ourselves as women, particularly Patricia, which is our most private part. For the purposes of this show, we'll be calling her Patricia. So, Dr. B, you started somewhere. Let's leave you.
Let me just, give myself a little 2-second break. Okay. So we said Patricia is our most private part, and we're talking about taking care of her right now. We started with advising ourselves, or I started advising people to please shave Patricia, because I shave Patricia and it's a lot better for me. For people who prefer to leave Patricia, with her hair on, give her good washing all the time, use all the beautiful products we have out there that have been certified safe, because not all of them are safe. If you go to feminine shops, you will see feminine products dedicated to Patricia. Alright, now just like I told you that there's exercises to keep Patricia's other sister, Boo and Bay, up here, to keep them, and I mean our breasts, to keep them, perky. We have special exercises to take care of Patricia. Okay. And I know you may not understand, some of you may not understand, but the part of Patricia I'm talking about is that most sensitive part, where the baby comes from. Okay. There are exercises to take care of Patricia, to keep her tight and nice. But if we do not want to, engage in any of these exercises, there are surgical procedures that are minor, outpatient procedure actually, that you do and you walk home, and then you do not have to go back to the doctor to take out the sutures. The body absorbs them, and Patricia is as tight as, Can
you do that here?
Yes, we can do that right here in Nigeria. Just go to any qualified gynecologist and obstetrician who will do it for you. Oh. It's an outpatient procedure. Yes.
You go home immediately.
Yeah, you go home immediately. You come back in a few weeks to just have a post-op, review. All right, it's done here. Wow, it's done here. A lot of people actually use it to confuse men and say that they're still virgins. Don't do that. The man who loves you will love you for yourself. Yeah. But for some culture that say that you must be a virgin, well, please, if that is what will make it work and get you a husband, thumbs up to you. All right, but no, you heard it first on Conversations. Okay, now. We talked about some women who would like to shave only when they are, menstruating. That's a very good idea, so that you keep the area extra squeaky clean. Now, let's go back up a bit before I talk to Miriam right here, our beautiful girl right here, about one or two things when it concerns feminine hygiene. How many bras do you think a woman should own? And how often do you think she should change her bra? Because that is also part of feminine hygiene when it comes to taking care of our breasts. Exactly. So how many bras do you think? For men out there, for people who are wondering what we're talking about, we're talking about brassiere. Bra.
I would say maybe one for every day, so 6 or 7. Having said that, I have one that is like my best friend.
That's exactly. We all do.
Most comfortable.
Yeah.
You think one for every day, that's 7?
7.
Would that serve you for the whole year?
Probably not.
Okay.
You change it after.
Right, change it after a while, I guess.
Right, so what about you? And how long should we have them? How many bras do you think a woman should own? How often should she wear her bra? And how long should she have them before she disposes of them? That's the question.
Well, for me, I think as many as you can.
Okay.
And then you should change it daily.
Okay.
Yeah, I think as many as you can as well.
Okay.
And I've been told that we should change every day.
Okay.
But some people maybe say 2 or 3. I don't think 3 is healthy enough though.
Okay. All right. Perfect answers. Now, averagely, we should own at least 12 pairs of bra. 12. Okay. Now, inside of those 12, you will have a favorite. But do not overuse it and then cause the elasticity to expire. Okay. Now, when you have 12 pairs of bra, okay, you have at least a black, a white, and a tan. I will go with any kind of outfit. Now, if you prefer the one that has the underwire, you go for the one that has the underwire. If you prefer the regular ones, you go for the regular ones. But you must have your bras to match your clothes.
Really?
Yes. Okay. What I mean is the style, not the color.
Okay.
Not the color. Like for some people, I am wearing a strapless bra now, because I do not want the straps showing off here because of the style of my dress. Now, and the strapless bra is smooth, no lace. No design, just black, smooth, with a little bow in the middle that will not.
But does it work for everyone? Because sometimes if you're heavy, without the straps.
That's what I'm just describing what I'm wearing now. Now, for some people who are heavier than others, the first thing about owning a bra is to know your exact size, your exact measurement. Because if you do not know your exact measurement, your exact size, you have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You wear the bra that is too big.
Yeah.
When it's too small, that's even worse. Or too tight.
Yeah.
Because the purpose of the bra is to keep the breast perky, keep you comfortable, so that they don't flap about.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know your size, you buy the right size. There's a woman here, I learned that on this show the other day, that makes bra right here in Abuja. So maybe she'll come one time and talk to you guys, so that she'll give you her details and you can go to her for those who do not know their measurements. Now if you have nobody to measure you, you make clothes. Our Ankara is in vogue. Everybody makes clothes.
Yeah.
Go get your tailor to measure that area, and that is your bra size. You take that size and you go and buy good bras. Now if you wear a t-shirt, and you know that if you wear a lace bra, every move you make, the bra will show. Don't wear a lace bra with your t-shirt.
I think there's a special bra for t-shirt.
Exactly.
It's actually called a t-shirt bra.
Exactly.
Some people don't know this.
They don't know this. They don't know this. That is why we're here having this conversation. Okay. So, what is the purpose of this conversation about the bra and the breast? Know your size. Have at least 12 bras in your collection.
Wear once daily.
Not once daily.
No.
Once daily for people who use a regular bra to exercise. But in case you do not know, there's something that is called an exercise bra.
Yes.
It's made specifically for exercises.
Yeah.
It is stronger than a regular bra. It's made in a different fabric. It absorbs heat. It's so comfortable. It's like the bra part of a swimsuit.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic. They have all sorts of colors to match your jogging outfit or your working outfit. So please, if you're one of those women that jog with your regular bra, stop it. It's wrong. Go get a jogging bra. It's right here in Nigeria. I do not want to mention the shops, and they're not even expensive.
Yeah,
They're from between 2,500 to 3,000. At least the maximum I know is 5,000 from the shops where I buy mine from. That's how much it is. You have a special bra for exercise, regular bra for regular stuff. Don't get them confused. Okay, so you can wear your regular bra once in 2 days. Or sorry, you can wear one bra for 2 days, wash. Now, if you use the washing machine to wash, there's a process. You don't just throw it in there. It's going to get tangled up and grab on things, the hook at the back. So you're supposed to hook it.
Yeah.
Put it in a
Unhook it.
No, hook it.
Hook it.
Yes.
Like,
so that it doesn't grab on things. You hook it, put it in a special bag. There's a special bag, like a mesh bag, or like the mesh we use in having our bath. Okay. You can buy one specially for washing your bra.
Right.
You know the ones that do not have any opening.
yes.
It's tied here, no place open. So you can actually cut off that part, or put your bra in there, tie it up and put it in the washing machine. It washes it really nice. Why are we doing that? We're trying to make sure that the elasticity
stays intact.
We're trying to make sure that the underwire doesn't pop out.
Right.
Now, what about our pants? How many do you think we should have, and what kind of fabric is best?
100.
If you said bras, we need 12, then I don't know how many Dr. B.
Average of 12, but if you can afford more, please go ahead. And then you change your bra after every
2 days.
No, I mean
changing it.
Changing. Start the old ones, get new
6
ones.
months?
No.
A year.
Really?
9 months.
How did they come up with that though?
Well, it's people whose job
they've
it
done
is.
research.
Yes, whose job it is researched and found out that this is how long a good bra can last. But note that there are some very expensive bras, designer bras.
Yes.
Even as they're expensive, you do not wear them as often as your regular bras.
True.
So because you do not wear them as often,
So it
they
lasts
can last
longer.
longer. So you don't get to throw them away after 9 months.
Okay.
So that's the difference. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about our panties?
That's what I'm saying. That if you're saying that we should have an average of 12 bras, then I know you're going to tell us
Times 3.
You see what I mean?
Yes,
As much as you can, but the average is like 30 pieces.
See what I mean?
So you don't repeat
30 pieces. So of course you don't repeat your pants, please. You do not wear your pants twice.
No, I mean after washing you don't get to wear it in the morning till after your morning. If you have 30
Exactly, if that's the rotation that you because as we love our bras, it's a particular bra. That's why the way we love the particular pants. Because it's more comfortable.
What kind of pants?
That's the thing. The best pant to use is 100% cotton. But a lot of people don't like cotton.
Yeah.
Some people react to cotton. So you find what works for you. But for medical purposes, cotton is the best because it's breathable. Patricia can breathe.
And what kind?
You do not
do
give
you do the song?
Yes, and you do not give the natural foreign bacteria down there to breathe. To breathe. That's breathe.
Yes.
So Patricia is breathing. Okay?
Right.
Now, what kind of pants do you wear? There are all sorts of designs. There's the one they call the grandma pants. There's the tongue. There's the G-string. There's the
what
they call them, the virgin pants.
There's the
boy shorts.
Boy shorts. I love
whatever
those.
works for you.
Sure.
Just blends.
That's the trick. That's true.
Okay, so now, sweetheart,
Yeah.
we talked about menstruation, right?
Yeah.
Have you started menstruating?
Yes.
You're 13, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Why
Yeah.
am I saying congratulations?
Because I'm a woman.
Wow.
Congratulations to our sweetheart Miriam over here. And I said, why did I say congratulations? She said that to me because I'm a woman now. That is so beautiful. And that tells me one thing. Somebody who has the right information has mentored her, has spoken to her, and so she's on the right track.
Right.
So mothers out there, sisters, fathers, uncles, brothers, please take it upon yourself to learn one or two things about your lovely daughters or your lovely wards and teach them about menstruation when the time comes. So tell me, when did you start?
When I was 12.
That's a year ago.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
I wasn't shocked because I was really educated and told about it.
Who educated you? Was it in school? Was it at home?
No, in school.
Okay, you're a biology teacher?
My English teacher.
English? How come?
Wow.
She is really a teacher who really cares about all these things. And then during our girls' talk, she explains it to us and how we shouldn't freak out.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Tell her Dr. Brahma said thank you.
Yeah.
And she should keep it up. Because I expected your science teacher, specifically your biology teacher,
It
to
could be
tell you
a,
about
it could
it.
be a
Integrated
guy.
science.
Okay, so what did she tell you?
She explained to me how you should take care of it because it's really sensitive and the things you should do and not do during your period. And then there are some times that you have blood clots when you sleep, and then you should just, it's a normal thing. And then you also have cramps where you don't take drugs, or you can just put one bottle
Beautiful lady.
there, take care of yourself. And then you just have to calm down, be patient with it. You don't have to freak out.
So what did she tell you about how often do you change? How often does it go and come back?
That if you flow fast, heavy flow.
Heavy flow, light
Then-
flow, moderate flow.
Yes, there are some people that they don't have heavy flows,
Yeah.
so they change maybe 3 times a day,
Okay,
4 times.
okay.
And yes, you have to your pads have to be kept clean, and when you're done with them, you should dispose them properly.
Okay, so what do you do? Because you know, there's this regular pad that everybody uses. They even have this nice one in the purple wrap now. And it comes with the wrap itself. So a lot of people do not know what that wrap is for.
Yeah.
They just unwrap it, throw it away, put it in there. When the thing is soaked, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's supposed to dispose it.
You're supposed to not throw that cover away, because the cover you're going to use to cover. But you know the thing, when we were growing up, our mother or my mom taught us something that was very fantastic. You know, everybody goes to shop. You go and buy stuff and you come back with a bag. Save the clean bags, especially the ones that you bought maybe bread in, or you bought soap in.
The black one?
The black one.
Yes,
You bought something that doesn't smell, not the ones that the nanny went to the market and came back with crayfish. You know, those ones go straight in the trash because they attract cockroaches and stuff. So the clean bags, the black one, you keep them. That's what mommy said. So when your period comes, you fold them neatly and put them in the period bag. Did mommy give you a bag?
Yeah, she did.
She'll give you a bag, show you how to use a period. You just remove them from the wrapper it came in. This is the big bag it came in, and arrange them nicely in your bag, and then put the cellophane bags on the side there. So even when you finish wrapping them in the wrapper it came in, you still put them in the cellophane bag and tie it really nice and neat, and then you put it in the disposal bin. Because ideally, those menstrual pads should be put in the incinerator. Because the way that they are, when the trash man comes to gather them and takes them to the sand field, it takes 500 years for them to degrade. Can you imagine what 500 years is? It takes 500 years, yes, it's not biodegradable. It takes 500 years for that, product to become dust, to become sand. So the ideal place to dispose of it is in the incinerator. But incinerators are not something you see commonly. Even 50 or what they call it, 500 naira dustbin basket is difficult to see in some schools. Markets of a sophisticated incinerator. Okay, did Auntie tell you about the washable sanitary towel? Did she tell you not to use tissue and newspaper and socks? Do you know there are some people who use that?
And wrappers.
Yes, and old wrappers and old t-shirts, anything they can find. Some girls in the boarding school, they just cut off the chunk of the mattress and put. Do you know why they do that? They don't have money to buy a disposable sanitary towel. Nobody has taught them anything about it, and they're hiding it. They think it's a disease. They think it's a taboo because in some culture, when you start seeing your period, they banish you to a menstrual hut. They say you cannot go to church, you cannot go to the mosque, you cannot sit with your brothers and sisters, you cannot cook, you cannot look in the mirror because you're going to contaminate everybody. So some people just hide when a period comes. And so because they're hiding, they cannot get money to buy what they need to buy. They do not even have pants to even put their period material in there. And some girls, because they do not have money, they engage in what is called high-risk sexual behavior. They sleep with men that they do not know for money to buy pad. When you go to the shops every day, a pad that used to cost 400 naira is 550, is 450. You go the next day, it's 500. The thing is just climbing like crazy. So I want to use this opportunity actually to tell the government to please stop taxing our periods, because that's what you're doing. If menstrual pads suddenly become a luxury, what is going to happen to young girls like Mariam? Do you want them to keep sleeping with men to get money every month? What about sexually transmitted infections? What about unplanned pregnancies? What about unlawful abortions? What about death? We do not want that. So please, the world celebrates menstrual hygiene every year, 28th of May. I do not want to wait for 28th of May to please beg you, remove the taxes on menstrual pads so that girls can afford it. Thank you. Now, Mariam, my girl, I'm glad that you had someone to teach you about it. You're on the right path. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to want you to take a message back to Auntie for me. Tell her that there's something that is called a washable sanitary towel. And maybe I can come to your school one day and talk to you about it. Washable menstrual pads are pads that is a flagship product from my organization, okay? Some other people are doing it. Now, what would these menstrual pads do? I would have brought some to demonstrate here, but, you know, maybe some other time. Now, the pads come as 8 in a bag. The bag has 2 pairs of pants. It has 2 pegs. It has a bar of soap. It has a 50-gram pack of detergent. It has a leaflet that tells you everything about menstrual hygiene management. It tells you, it has a Ziploc bag where you put the pad inside that is leak-proof and smell-proof until you're ready to wash it. It has wings. Now, the bags it comes in are reusable, like the menstrual pads itself. And guess what is special about them? They last for 10 years.
Wow.
Imagine not ever having the anxiety of procuring money to go and buy menstrual pads.
Wow.
So every month, girls stay in school because statistics have shown that girls miss 45 days, 27 to 45 days of school, depending on what their second left is on their number of days, 3 to 5, 5 to 7. They miss 27 to 45 days of school every academic year. And a lot of them end up dropping out because of what? Inability to manage their menstruation. And to make matters worse, a lot of schools have no toilets, no lavatories, no shower stalls, no water for these young girls to manage their menstruation. And so they're so frustrated, they stay at home, they drop out. And a lot of them are the girls we see selling akara by the road, selling pure water, selling granules that we like so much. We do not want them to be selling granules and akara. We want them to stay in school and be more meaningfully engaged in future. Even if they can at least finish secondary school. So now if they can afford these parts, the reusable ones, it means that they can stay in school. Every month you use, you wash, you put back in the wrappers, put in your drawer, put in your wardrobe, put wherever you can put it. Go to school.
We need to take a quick break. This is Conversations here on NTA Network. Stay with us.
When there's a child out there that's not getting the same that your own child is getting, the difference will tell, and there will come a time in the society where that child is going to take his pound of flesh.
Where you can actually, everything from watching a program with the child, you can start off the conversation from something on the TV and say, oh, you know.
For me, it's like, hurry up with this business. And the other one said, Auntie, it's not about me, it's about the guys, they're not ready to marry.
Yes. If she wants to ask something, no, I know my mother very well. In fact, the most interesting one is when I put up pictures on WhatsApp, you know, Snapchat filters and all that, she will call me, remove that picture. There was a day I got tired of all that and I said,
We're talking about feminine hygiene here on Conversations. Dr. B in the house. You were telling us about the reusable.
This is the network service of the NTA. We now join our outside broadcast crew for a live telecast.